BlueAir BluePure 411. This unit is about 17 inches tall. It has an 8-inch diameter. The unit weighs right around 3 pounds. The unit is equipped with a proprietary particle filter, and that particle filter has a carbon filter attached to it. There is a fabric pre-filter that is this gray fabric that you see here all around the unit on the bottom. Air enters the unit on all sides on the bottom here through the fabric pre-filter. It is a 360-degree inlet for the air on the bottom of the unit. The air comes in through here, through the particle filter, through the carbon filter. It enters into the center of the unit where it is moved upwards by a fan up and out of the top of the unit here. This unit's CFM is approximately 120. It retails for around $100. What do we like about this unit? We definitely like the fact that it comes with a 5-year warranty. You do need to register the product with the manufacturer to receive that 5-year warranty. After you do, you will be set for 5 years. 5-year warranty is a very good length for an appliance of this price. This unit does have terrific energy efficiency compared to other units in its same size class, especially. Even compared to larger 250 CFM units on lower air speeds, normally we see those at around 100 CFM getting very good energy efficiency, operating at under 10 watts. That is exactly where this unit operates at that same CFM. So again, terrific energy efficiency on this unit. And that is definitely a big positive, especially for a unit of this size. Finally, we definitely like the fact that this unit is very light and portable. It's extremely light, only 3 pounds, very easy to pick up. It's in fact so light that it's actually kind of easy to tip over. We'll get to that in a moment. But yes, definitely for portability, very strong positives here. It's very light. It doesn't have any handles, but it really doesn't need those handles considering the fact that it is so light and so small. And that takes us right into the things that we don't like about the unit. Again, this unit is so small, it is so light that it's very easy to walk into it, to tip it over. If you have kids around, if you have anybody that's not paying attention, it wouldn't be surprising to find this unit laying on its side if you were to operate it in the average living room, the average bedroom, wherever you might operate it. Another thing that we're not too fond of with this unit is the fact that there's no metal grill here. There's a fabric pre-filter, and that fabric pre-filter is pulled right over the filter itself. On other units on the market, you'll find a grill in front of the pre-filter, and that grill is going to keep it from getting dinged, from things coming in there and you know, physical objects making contact and potentially harming the filter. There's nothing like that here. Even the larger BluePure 211 Plus has a metal grill behind this fabric filter just to protect the interior filters. We see none of that with this unit. And again, you know, the thing is that this unit is very light. It's very portable. That was the goal for this unit when the manufacturer designed it. And one of the things that the manufacturer had to do to ensure that it's as light as possible is to remove any metal frame here. And while that is good for portability, it is not that good a thing for durability. And that is why we list it as one of the negatives for this air purifier. Another thing that we don't like about this air purifier is the fact that it doesn't come with a HEPA filter. Even at this price point, there are several units on the market that do come equipped with a HEPA filter. And the fact that this unit does not is definitely a strong negative for us. The particle filter is good. We tested it to lower room particle concentration considerably. However, it's not a proven technology. It hasn't been tested for decades like HEPA has. And that gives us pause in recommending this unit to anybody that is concerned about particle filtration on a serious level. If you're using this unit just to lower particle concentration and you're not that concerned about it, then this unit will definitely suffice, much the same way as the air filters in your HVAC system will lower particle concentration in a house. The thing here is that you are buying an air purifier. And if you're specifically buying an air purifier for the sole purpose of purifying air, for the fact that this unit doesn't have a HEPA filter, that is something that is definitely an issue for us and a cause for concern. Comparing this unit to other BlueAir air purifiers, the easiest comparison that we can make is to the BlueAir BluePure 211 Plus. Now, the 211 Plus is in a different size class. It's more than double the price, but it has a similar design. It also has a fabric pre-filter that covers the bottom of the unit, although, like we mentioned earlier, there's a metal grill between the fabric pre-filter and the particle filter. But it should be said that the design of the grill on top here is very similar on both units. The quality of materials is similar. The fabric pre-filter, the material used for that is nearly identical. The particle filter itself is also very similar, along with the carbon filter that sits on the inside of that particle filter. So it should be said that this unit has very similar components, albeit on a smaller scale, than a $250 unit, at least approximately $250 unit in that 211 Plus. So you are getting a very reasonable quality for a unit at this price point. That is, you are getting a good value for money, considering the build quality is at least close to the build quality of a much more expensive unit from BlueAir. So how would we compare this unit to top-rated units on the market? First of all, we need to make the distinction between small air purifiers like this one that output at around 100 CFM and the units we recommend, those units at 250 CFM. A good example of that, a good example of a 250 CFM unit is the QUIETEST Mighty Air Purifier. So let's take a look at why we recommend those 250 CFM units over a unit like this one. So one of the things that we like about the larger units is the fact that you can set them to lower air speeds and you can output at a similar CFM to smaller units like this one. For example, this one at 120 CFM, you have to set to max fan speed. On max fan speed, this unit was measured to output noise at approximately 65 decibels. That's quite high. A top-rated unit, a top-rated 250 CFM unit like the QUIETEST, outputs at approximately 100 CFM, a little over 100 CFM, and it only produces around 50 decibels of noise. So you're looking at a 15 decibel difference at the same CFM for both units. And this is just one example of why we recommend 250 CFM units over 100 CFM units like this one. So as a final recommendation, would we recommend this unit? Would we not recommend this unit? Now, you may be tempted into buying a unit like this for a smaller room. The smaller CFM may suggest that this is the appropriate unit for that size of a room. However, we would not recommend a unit like this for even a small room. We would recommend a 250 CFM unit set to a lower airspeed. For this unit, energy efficiency is going to be similar between the smaller unit like this one and the larger 250 CFM unit, but this one is still going to be much louder for that smaller room, and that is definitely an issue for us. We have to say that we definitely like some aspects of the design of this unit. It has a modern aesthetic. It definitely has a unique design, which we can appreciate for the fact that most air purifiers on the market are similarly designed, in many cases designed almost exactly the same. So we definitely appreciate the fact that it has that modern aesthetic, the cylindrical shape, the fabric pre-filter that you can pull off and you can put different colors on here and things of that nature. However, the fact that it's still a 100 CFM unit precludes us from recommending it for most applications. Even in smaller rooms, we would still recommend a 250 CFM unit over this particular model.